It's a race against time. Iran will soon be able to start their nuclear reactor. Israel cannot let that happen. But we know, according to the prophecies, it's going to happen. But because Israel's backs are against the wall, they have no recourse but to strike. When they strike, that's a game changer for the whole world. There's no general any place in this earth that could tell America and Israel or anyone else, okay, they said we're going in and out. Hold on. Can you all hear me clearly? I want to make sure y'all hear me clearly. Okay, good. There's not a general any place on earth that can tell you, excuse me here, little fly. Okay. There's not a general anywhere that can tell you that America or Israel will win this war. It's impossible for them to win this war. The terrain will not allow them. And the mountains are strategically, they placed this country strategically in place with the mountains to help them through war. And their manpower is strong. And you cannot use psychological warfare against these people. They're 5 times the size of Iraq. And they have Russia on their side, which will lead to the 10 horns fulfilling Revelations and taking down the whore. We can't be shaken in this and think that we should panic and alarm because this will happen. We knew this would come. We've been prophesying about this for years, that this time would be on us. I was looking at all the other little things, yeah, the swine flu thing and that thing and that thing, but I told people a long time ago, listen, the thing we need to really be concentrating on is Iran. And I mentioned that years ago, right before when they went into Iraq. I'm like, yeah, they're in Iraq. It's the beginning. But watch Iran. We were telling people in 2000, watch Iran. They're the sleeping giant. Not just because they're powerful, it's what they mean to the world economy. That crude oil is the blood that pumps through the body of the world's economy. And if you strike that place, that's a game changer financially for everyone on earth. That's a game changer. When oil goes up, all your products go up. It takes trains, it takes vehicles, it takes trucks to bring you all the things you're used to in your lavish life. It takes ships, it takes planes, and these things take fuel. So to compensate for the fuel, the price of everything goes up, especially in a war of this magnitude, a war on the Middle East. So what happens when this strikes? When this strikes, automatically your depression goes into a double depression. Everything goes up. The money gets devalued. Now the Illuminists and the Zionists that are behind this, the people that have put together the Council of Foreign Relations, the Zionists, they would rather this happen. Tens of millions will die. This is part of the depopulation program in their sick and twisted minds. They rather this happen. Because with this, the banks get full power. You tear down an infrastructure, you must pay the banks to come in to build your infrastructure. But this is one war that I know they wish they could have averted. They're trying to, it's a race against time here. They're trying to see how they could get over this prophecy. They can't. They're forced to go to war. So I'm talking about how this thing will affect the world, on top of how it will affect us living in the world through this time. Understand, things are real tough right now. Things will get tougher. You think the terrorist laws are something now. Imagine the terrorist laws once the repercussion of Ahmadinejad in Iran shooting off all their missiles to the countries that were in league in alliance with Israel. Imagine this. So this will not only affect the oil that's controlled with Asia's and Russia's interest, this will affect the oil of the whole earth. This will allow them to bring forth this new world order the way they feel they can use this chaotic situation to bring order. This is how they're feeling. This is what they think. But they have counted out the Most High. That's the piece. That's the missing piece in all this. The fact that the Most High knew they would do this. I've been receiving a lot of letters saying, well, how can I get out? What can I do? And all these things. Brothers and sisters, only the Most High will be able to help us through this. Only the Most High. Read Thessalonians.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 1.
Read 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 1. And I say only the Most High can help us with this, because fleeing is just one step. Fleeing is one step. And I've been examining every piece of this. Unless we are in one mind and of one heart and in one gospel to be able to help each other in this time, people might as well stay back where they are. And that's just the truth, because none of us will be able to survive alone with what's coming. And I'm not putting out the spirit of fear, I'm just telling you the truth. This is the truth. Fleeing is just one part. But being in one mind, those that fled in 70 AD was together in one spirit and in one orchestrated agenda to follow the Most High. Read it.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yeshua Christ, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind.
We're not going to be shaken in mind. Read.
Or be troubled.
Or be troubled. People need to stop panicking. If you're panicking now, imagine when the fire is on. Imagine when these things do happen. When you panic, you will become a casualty. And others around you will become casualties. So listen, we're not talking about a time that that people have been speaking about for years.